Welcome back to another episode, family. Afro Senpai here. Today we are talking about fiat money and why you don't want to be a part of it. Let's go. I almost tripped there. Don't tell nobody. Before we get into the video, if this is your first time watching, this channel is all about how anybody could become a millionaire. I started out with a couple of $1,000s and I'm documenting everything I'm doing to obtain $1 million. So if you want $1 million as well, then this is the channel for you and consider subscribing. Okay, so in a nutshell, fiat money is currency issued by a government, and the government is saying that this piece of paper has value. What's the dangers of fiat money? So all fiat money has failed in the past. Nixon took us off the gold standard.
I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets.
And we were able to print more money, right? Now what's the harm in that? We get more money, right? Let's think about it this way. You have a friend, and let's say her name is Karen. And Karen knows that you have a lot of money, and Karen says, hey, can I get $100? You say, you know what, Karen's my friend, no problem, $100 not gonna break my bank, here you go, $100. She writes you an IOU. She still hasn't paid you back the $100, but 2 months later she comes back to you and says, I need about $150. And you're all right, whatever, Karen. You helped me out that one time, I'll help you out. She comes back again for $300, comes back again for $500. Pretty soon those IOUs really have no value because you see the pattern. Karen is not going to pay you back. Karen is probably doing this to a whole bunch of other friends. And so the value of those IOUs are worthless. When in the beginning, that IOU was worth $100, right? The next one was worth $150. But as Karen continues to ask for more and more money, the values of those IOUs become less and less because you get the feeling, like I said, you're not getting your money back. So it's the same thing that's happening today. We have a crisis, $2 trillion, let's print that. Let's get some money out to the people. We're still going through the crisis, 9 billion, let's just keep printing. What happens if you keep printing money when you're still in debt, right? If you're still in debt and you keep printing money, the value of the actual dollar decreases over time. So what does that mean for us wealth builders? That means you don't want to be holding on to cash. And I say that with an asterisk because I'm holding on to some cash. So when the recession happens, that cash reserve is going to go into buying up different assets. But once you have like a certain threshold, so once my emergency funds are where I want them to be, everything else is going to be into buying various assets. What's something that protects against the declining value of a dollar? For me, I'm buying into silver, I'm buying into gold, and I'm buying into Bitcoin. Why those three? Why buy precious metals and Bitcoin? That's going to be a different episode. I wanted to keep this more along the lines of fiat money. So one last example of, I don't want to say the ridiculousness of money, but if you think about this, you can go into a store and say, here's a green piece of paper with 10 printed on it. And they'll take that. But if you go into the same store and you create your own yellow piece of paper and write a 10 on it or write a 100 on it, they're just gonna look at you funny. What's really the difference? The only difference is the government says that the green actually has value. And that, in a nutshell, is fiat money. You know, it doesn't have any, it really means nothing. Comment below, did you know what fiat money was? Does it make sense? But that's gonna do it for this episode, folks. Be well, take care of yourself and each other, and remember to smile because you are beautiful. Peace.